Good morning, everybody. Happy hump day. For everybody on the East Coast, you must be buried in snow, and sending you lots of love and heat. Lots of sunshine being sent to you. So, again, welcome to Coffee with Colby today. Good morning, Gordon. And good morning, Connie. Hope you guys are excited. Hi, Dory. Today, I thought we would talk about letting go. Hi, Corey. Because I don't know about you guys. I hold on to things so much. And maybe that's because, you know, a lot of us are empathic, super sensitive, right? You know, all of us have heard, oh, you're too sensitive. Oh my goodness. If we got $1 for every time we heard that, we'd all own a home. Good morning, Dory. So I thought we'd talk about letting go and how can we let go and how can we release pain or hurt, frustration, stress, anger. How do we release past relationships? Maybe how do we let go of current relationships? So letting go. I know that's tough sometimes. And I know, again, even as healers, I think we tend to want to hold on. We want to love a situation or love somebody so much that we try to hold on to things. So, good morning, Marcy. Good morning, Gail. So, the idea of how do we let go? And when do we let go? Because sometimes you don't know. Like you say, am I giving up? Or, you know, is it time? So let's kind of go through it a little bit. Okay. Good morning, Keely. Let's say there's different ways in which we'd have to let go. So let's talk about frustration. You're frustrated about something. Frustrated. One of the things to do is kind of just change how you're looking at it. Change how you're viewing it. Because if you're viewing it through the same lenses all the time, well, you're going to keep being frustrated. It's not going to help. Also, I'll tell you what, just honestly crying it out or punching a pillow. Anger, we'll get to that again in anger. But, you know, allowing yourself to cry, because we tend to hold in feelings and emotions. Good morning, Tiffany. But when you can cry, I mean, it's really proven to create healing and release. So allowing yourself to cry releases frustration, kind of allowing yourself to move your body, exercise. All of those things actually help to start letting go. And when you can really realize that it's about trusting a team, trusting the universe. Again, that trust comes back in. That will also help you let go and allowing ourselves to not control the situation or control the emotions. Now, let's say you're angry, right? You know, and that happens too. Like something happens or someone says something and you're just so angry or so mad at. The worst is like, when you're dealing with someone who has such a different point of view than you, that is really tough. Good morning, Angie. That is really tough. Like, how do we get through that anger that we're feeling towards someone that maybe we feel injustice, that there was injustice done? Well, I'll tell you what, you know, that grabbing a pillow and punching a pillow, that really helps. Or, you know, really releasing it physically, releasing anger physically. Not harming another. You may imagine their face there, but please don't actually hit it. They also say, you know, you can imagine the situation or the feelings and imagine it as trash. You could do this literally or in your mind's eye, right? But you could write it all out, crumple it up, and then literally go throw it in the trash, or just kind of in your mind say, it's garbage, I'm going to throw it out. That kind of works. For me, it's never worked like in my mind's eye. I need to do something physically. So I have to burn it. I mean, maybe that's the Aries in me. So, right, Marcia. And kind of, yeah, exercise is a great way to release. So, but that anger, a lot of ways to release that anger is through physicality somehow, because otherwise it's such a negative vibration that we're holding, and we don't want to keep holding that vibration. I mean, especially if, you know, our perception is it wasn't us that did it. So that helps. Living up to the rebel inside of you. I know. I know. But, you know, another way to, you know, they talk about that rubber band exercise. I don't know if any of you know about that, but you basically wear a rubber band, and when you're feeling it or recognizing it, you pull that rubber band and snap it. I'll tell you what, I'd have black and blue marks, I'm sure. So, but it may work for you. It may just be a reminder. It may be a reminder. Yeah, Dory, that's great. Yoga works, meditation works. It's just hard though. I think in the everyday life, you know, a lot of people, especially if they've got kids and families and full-time job, you know, they don't have time to sit and do a long meditation. But if you at least get 5 minutes in there, that will help. Honestly, you think it may not work, but it really, really does. One of the things I've been doing around meditation is I've actually been doing it right before bed. You know, getting in bed and playing it as I drift off to sleep. You know, I'm actually finding that really, really helps, because I'm having dreams around it and really working on it in that subconscious state. So that does really work, but it has to fit into someone's schedule as well. But the idea of letting go, you know, it's because we're holding on, obviously. We're holding on. So you have to ask yourself, why am I holding on? Am I holding on because my ego needs to be right? Because my ego says, if I hold on, then I'm right about this? Or are you holding on because you want to love someone through a situation, or you see something inside of them, like, oh, I know them better, I know this inside of them, I want to love them through this? Do you feel that you want to heal or help someone? Or are you holding on to a past relationship? You know, sometimes us holding on to a past relationship is one of a few things. We could be romanticizing that relationship, meaning thinking it was a lot better than it was, or thinking it's the best it's going to be. But if that relationship ended, it really wasn't supposed to work out. It would have worked out if it was supposed to. So allowing yourself to just trust your team again, trust that universe. Why are they coming in? Why are they bringing people in or bringing things out or bringing in situations and experiences? So it is having that strength and that courage to say, I'm going to trust and surrender, even if I don't fully understand yet, and then let go. Also knowing, you know, when you're going through this letting go, you're going to go through that grieving process that we talked about before. So go back, watch the video on the grieving process, because that happens with letting go. You may be angry, you may be bartering, you may be negotiating, you know, all of those things, but allowing yourself to say, I have to trust. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to trust. Stress is a big one. How to let go of stress, because how many of you hold on to stress or don't let your mind relax, right? It's a tough one. You know, we fill our minds with so much stuff. This mind is like unbelievable how much stuff we put into it. So, you know, yoga is fantastic at things like that, or going for a hike. Just even a walk around the block, you would be surprised at how much that will help. Make a list though. So here's what really works, okay? For stress. Make a list of what's creating your stress. My job creates stress. Why does your job create stress? Or my financial situation is stressful. Why? Or I'm feeling overwhelmed with having to take care of the family all by myself. So make a list of all of the root of it, the cause of it. Then you just write an action next to it, not a resolution, because that's really difficult, right? You may not have the resolution yet. So what you can do is write, what action can I take towards this? So at work, can I take an action of leaving work at work? Can I at least start with that? Or is it that I take an action to start keeping my eyes open for something new? Or do I keep an action towards using my protection block more at work? So whatever it is, but just think of the action that will help with the cause. And that will just, even that alone, giving yourself a little bit of an action plan will really start to alleviate some of that stress as well. One of the things too is go back to this saying. This, I know this personally helped me a lot. So think about it for you guys, especially with letting go of a past relationship or a situation. Look at it as, who do I love more, myself or the other person? I mean, at the end of the day, we have to love ourselves the most, because if we don't take care of ourselves, then we really can't truly love someone else. So put, I love myself first. I love myself more. And just keep saying that over and over. And you'd be surprised at how many times that helps move you through letting go. Honestly, it does help. It really, really does. The other thing too, like, okay, so in your phone, I know this is, I don't know if any of you have done this, but in your phone, you can save the contact as something kind of dissuading. Like, I can't really tell you what I save someone's contact as, but there is a contact though where I saved it as love myself more. Love myself more. So that if that person would call or text, I would look at it and go, oh, love myself more. And it would just really inspire me to not want to answer it. So try things like that. Those actions will help let go. Again, sometimes you just have to go through the process of it, allow yourself to feel it, allow yourself to experience it. But letting go will really open the door for new things to step forward, new opportunities to step forward, new relationships to step forward, because it also comes down to holding your boundaries. See, that's the tough part, right? We've got this, I'm supposed to love, I'm supposed to be empathetic, I'm supposed to be understanding, I'm supposed to be a light worker, I'm supposed to. But the human side of you is like, this hurts and I don't feel good and it doesn't resonate. So you got to hold boundaries too, because the universe also brings in situations that are going to test your boundaries. So we can't just throw everything away. That's why you have to kind of say, what is it worth? Is this worth really pursuing and fighting for, or am I repeating a negative pattern in my own life? Am I calling in this particular type of person over and over because I'm not holding boundaries or I'm not loving myself enough? So those are the questions that you have to kind of ask yourself. But when you allow yourself to kind of go deeper with this, why am I feeling this? Why am I holding on? What are the emotions I'm feeling behind it? Then you can start to tackle it one by one. You can create that action plan one by one to start letting it go, letting it go. Because I'll tell you what, when you really genuinely can let something go, feels so loosey-goosey, feels so free. Feels a lot better. So Dory, that will help. Dory, if you're holding stress in this upper body, shoulders, and neck, maybe it's that holding stress because you're trying to control it, right? And so if you can just surrender and let go, maybe that will really help. It's easier said than done to just say, let it go and surrender. It's such a learning process that we have. But the more we can do it and the more we can practice it, I do feel the easier it will become. The easier it will just be integrated in our life. So, good morning, Kathy. So hopefully this will help, it help you kind of say, how do I let go of things? How do I let go of negative relationships or negative people or negative situations? Because it's letting go. And the more you can let go, then you can bring in something positive. You can we can only handle so much room, right? So if your closet is being filled with stuff that you're holding on to, stuff that doesn't feel right, it's like donating to the Goodwill. You got to go through the closet. Have I worn this in a while? Nope, time to donate. Does this fit me anymore? No, this doesn't fit me anymore. I got to donate, okay? Does this look a little tattered? Ooh, that looks a little tattered. Donate. Oh, is that out of date? Out of date. Donate. So go through your life. Go through what you're holding on to. Go through the emotions and what it's creating for you and what it's causing you. Ask yourself, is it time for me to donate this? Is it time for me to let this go so I can bring in new things into this closet? Things that look better, feel better, that are more in alignment with my current body, current soul, current mind. So, oh, thanks, Angie. So those are the ideas, that I just want to share with you. Give it that. Give it that. Love that. Right. Donate. Clean house internally. Especially, I got to tell you, there's a few past relationships I'm certainly more than happy to donate. You have them. But, I'm not bitter. Anyhow, that's what makes us human, you guys. All right? It's knowing you're human, knowing you have these experiences and these feelings, but also knowing I can work through them. I don't have to hold on to them. There's no law or contract that says I'm not allowed to let this go. Of course you can let it go. So give yourself permission to let it go. Well, isn't that a song? Let it go. Let it go. Isn't that a song, right? Anyhow, I won't keep singing. They'll ban me for copyright because my voice is so good. Let it go. Let it go. Happy hump day, you guys. See you tomorrow and let it go. Bye.